hopefully like you. So before we get into our movie reviews of the week, on a somber note, I mean, we got to take a moment, and we'd like to have a little bit of a chat about the tragic passing Friday night of Mr. Chadwick Boseman. Totally getting a lot more somber right now. We, like most of you guys, we got the news on Friday night. It came from frantic text messages from friends, kind of dropping the news on us. Needless to say, it hit us like a punch to the gut. Pretty much across the world, everybody just you feel the air just get sucked out of the room.
Definitely.
As soon as those texts popped up. We talk a lot about on this show, Shauna, the fandom community, and its unique diversity. It's a very unique and diverse group, the fandom community. And we talk a lot about that on the show. And there's no other movie character, really, I mean, in the MCU or in any film franchise for that matter, that brought so many people of different ethnic backgrounds, different ages, races, sexes, as much together into one group as when Black Panther appeared in the MCU. And really, I mean, no other actor commanded the screen as much as, T'Challa himself, Chadwick Boseman.
Couldn't agree more. I mean, the first time we saw him was in Civil War, right? I mean, as Black Panther.
Yep.
And just his presence in that movie alone was amazing. It was just like he stole the show almost, even though it was a Captain America movie. He definitely, I felt like he stole the show.
An amazing film, but when Black Panther showed up, and before you even saw him in his costume, I mean, when Prince T'Challa at that point showed up, you're like, oh my God, you could feel a shift in the MCU saying, okay, oh shit, this is about to get amazing. We're about to witness something absolutely incredible. This character no one had ever seen before on the screen. He pops up, completely owns the film from start to finish. Sean and I never got the opportunity, unfortunately, to meet Mr. Boseman, which is a real shame. But our good friend and colleague Annie Banks, Annie did. I saw this on Facebook this morning. She did have a chance to meet him.
Yep.
Once she was conducting interviews at the Chicago International Film Festival. This was before Black Panther.
Yeah,
this
before Black Panther.
This was before everybody knew, before Chadwick Boseman really was a household name. And she said he was nothing but kind, nothing but thoughtful and eloquent during our conversation. I don't know if you have that picture of Annie, but it's just, you can just tell, because if you know Annie, I mean, she's this short little bubbly, adorable girl.
Right.
But then you see Chadwick right next to her, towering over her.
I know. I'll put the picture back up again. It's
really,
adorable.
like, almost like he's hanging on her every word.
Yeah, he's very focused, and it's just amazing. And like you said, she said he was just such a genuine person, and she was so lucky to have shared that moment with him. I'm liking I'm not liking, but it's nice to see on Facebook people are starting to share their photo ops, their chances of meeting him places. People are sharing their favorite video moments. I saw this one of Chadwick was presenting Denzel Washington. I think it was like the AFI Awards or something like that, with like it was like a Lifetime Achievement Award, and it was just great. The speech he gave really put Denzel in tears, because he basically said, I mean, there is no Black Panther without Denzel Washington. And he's like, I'm not just talking about myself. I mean, that whole cast stands on your shoulders for everything he did. And Denzel just starts bawling. It was really, really amazing. He's like, you've watered all of us, and now it's time to water you, or something along those lines. So cool.
Oh, it was great.
You could just tell he was just such a nice, genuine person, and all the interviews that he did that you watched on, whether it was late night talk shows or news venues or whatever, but he's just always very genuine. Yeah,
radio shows, very, very honest, very great guy. Funny moments too. I mean, when he was on Black Jeopardy on Saturday Night Live, if you haven't, I'm sure you've all seen it, but
it was great. He played T'Challa on Black Jeopardy. It was so good.
He's like, I'll take white people for 400, and they talk all about potato salad, and like when white woman brings potato salad to the barbecue. That was freaking hilarious.
He says something like, I don't know, I've never had potato salad before, but I'm guessing it needs salt.
Yeah, it's like, I'm assuming Karen is Caucasian and probably didn't season the food enough, and she probably put something that doesn't belong in it, like raisins.
It was great. It was great. So if you have a second to check that out. Sean, any final thoughts on
I mean,
Chadwick Boseman?
like you said, it's nice to see all the social media posts going out there now of people sharing their moments, their pictures, their photo ops, and then even his co-stars like Robert Downey Jr. and even people like Taika Waititi and James Gunn. They're all posting their fond memories of him and saying something interesting. Robert Downey Jr. said, and I didn't realize this, is that I guess he's been battling with cancer this entire time.
Really?
And he just didn't share it with anybody. So Robert Downey Jr. was saying something to the effect of how it's amazing that he still had that presence and that, ability to act as well as he did
while
being sick the whole time. So
wow.
It's really sad, but
yeah. Well, let us know in the comment section, guys. Share your thoughts, share your pictures. Share your memories. Anything that you want to just mention, just drop it in the comment section. We'd love to hear it. I'm sure we're going to be talking more about, the plans in the MCU coming forward in the months and years to come here on Chuckload of Comics, but none of that right now. So, real sad story. But go ahead and leave us your comments. Moving on. So let's kick it up just a little bit of a notch here and talk about some movies. This week we're celebrating the return of new content.
Woohoo! Finally!
At the movie theaters. Our first movie review.